Good evening. This is a workshop meeting agenda of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale, Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023 at 7 p.m. I call the meeting to order with a salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor John D'Amato,
Here.
Councilman Dominic Catalano,
Here.
Councilman Rich Delariva,
Here.
Councilman John Graziano,
Here.
Councilwoman Dawn Hudson,
Here.
Councilwoman Evelyn Schubert,
Is not present for the record.
Councilman Ray Yazdi,
Here.
We also have the municipal clerk, Brianna Smith, our deputy clerk, Terry Sauer, business administrator, Michael Sondermeyer, and borough attorney, Fred Sabro. This meeting is called to pursuant of the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. Adequate notice of this meeting was advertised in the Herald News on January 9, 2023. Copies were provided to the local news media and posted continuously in the municipal building. A copy of this notice is available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk. Per state fire code, I am required to acknowledge that there are two emergency exits in this council chambers, the main entrance which you entered through, and a secondary exit to the left of where I am seated. If there is an emergency, walk orderly to the exit, exit through the door, down the stairs, and out the building. If there's any questions, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we do not have any non-agenda items tonight. Can I have a motion to open up early public comment?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to
Dawn
speak?
and Dominic.
Seeing no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Ray
That was
and
Ray and Don. Reported committees.
You want me to start?
Sure.
Public events. We have Saturday, May 20th, Town and River Cleanup Day. The Environmental Commission is combining the river cleanup with the town cleanup this year. So it's going to be at 10 o'clock at Sloan Park. We have a number of organizations already signed up. Everyone is welcome, single people, groups, everyone's welcome. Let's see, then we've got June 3rd, the townwide garage sale. I'm mentioning that now because we'd love for people to sign up at the clerk's office sooner than later. For the seniors, we have this weekend, Saturday at 10:30, we have a tips and tricks for seniors' iPhones. That is 10:30 at the senior center, and that'll be about, I would say, an hour to an hour and a half. And I think that's it.
Got two items, one with the EDC. So they are working on a contact listing. It's for contractors that operate out of Bloomingdale, so generally Bloomingdale residents that have a construction business, they do fencing, whatever the case may be. They want to put a list together because you always see people noting online, hey, do you know any good person to replace my bathroom or do something like that? So I thought it'd be useful to have a listing. They're going to be putting that out over the next couple of weeks and start gathering up some names and then sharing that. Also, in the second part for Triborough Little League, congratulations to all, particularly the organizers behind it. Very well run, very well attended. It was a good time, and the opening ceremonies I think went very well, and all the games. They all got in, I believe. It was threat of rain, but it seems like all of them were able to play.
Yep.
Yeah. So well done for everyone involved there.
Anyone else? Mike?
Okay, a couple of things, Mayor. Andrews is now done. There's some punch items I might be working on, but it's all paved. It looks fantastic. Our bucket truck in town that we purchased about 15 years ago from Butler is no longer able to be used. We use that truck to put up our banners as well as our military banners on the telephone poles. So Butler is going to allow us to use one of their trucks that they have that's in reserve. They're looking to replace that truck next year. So I'll be talking to the BA over there just to see what kind of cost he's looking at to purchase that truck beginning spring of next year when they get their replacement in. But for this year, he'll allow us to use that truck so we can continue to put up our banners. So thank you to Butler for that. I took off the agenda tonight because we have not made an offer yet, but the tax clerk position, part-time position, we have found somebody that will make that offer tomorrow. See if they accept. If they do, then I'll put that back on the agenda for the 16th. That's next meeting, right?
May 16th.
And then I did, with the municipal clerk and our CFO, interview a CFO who interviewed very well with us. So I'm looking to get, put together a small committee just to do a second interview made up of this governing body, 3 people. So I'll reach out to 3 people and have them see if they can get in their schedule this week to come in and maybe interview this lady at the end of this week to see what their input is on that.
And just a note, with the bucket truck, we also do tree trimming with that, so it's not just for banners.
Yeah,
And we
makes
have
sense.
storm stuff
Yep.
that we need, and we have to start taking trees down. That bucket does get used quite a bit at that time, so we're gonna have to make a decision down the road.
To buy a new one is very expensive. We've bought 2 from Butler in the past over the last 20 years, both for about $5,000. We probably put about 10 into it, and we got 15 years out of each one.
It's fantastic.
So we're hoping to do the same thing with this one. Any storm, you mentioned storms, if Butler's not using it, then we'll be able to get that. Otherwise, we're gonna have to deal with what we have in-house to do things, or call people in.
You know, speaking of storms, did very well again.
Yes,
Gotta
I
say.
mentioned that in my report for
Oh,
the.
sorry.
It's okay,
Stealing it.
it's okay, it's okay.
That's it.
That's it, you good? Agree?
Nothing to report, thank you.
Terry?
No, I don't have anything, Mayor, thank you.
Okay. Just to touch what Dawn started with, the rain, the 3 days of rain that we had, and quite a bit on Sunday. I did go out and ride the town during the day, and then we got called out to an alarm that night. We did fare really well with the flooding issues. I went down by Linda's house, and we did really well. The de-snagging that we started up by your house worked. I did get one email from a resident on Chestnut Street, but I think once we start the de-snagging again, down that way, it'll help. It ain't gonna solve everything, obviously. And the reason we stopped is because of trout season. Since the Paquonic River is a stocked water for New Jersey trout, anything within a mile of that river, you have to stop any type of work till trout season's over. Okay. You have that, 708?
Yes.
Hi, Evie.
Hi, sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. It's glad you're right. The other thing I have is National Fallen Firefighter Foundation. It's Light the Night from May 4th to May 7th. And they're asking people during that time to put a red light at their house to recognize all fallen firefighters. So maybe we can get this posted on our website.
Is that in like a PDF form that somebody
Yeah,
can give?
so I can send that to you and get it up on
Sure.
on our social media stuff, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Mayor, just to add to what you were saying as far as we did well with the storm, you know, I was getting warnings from my Ring doorbell saying that the water level is over 5.5 feet. Main Street, Butler, and Bloomingdale is underwater, as is Sloan Park. Like, it made it like a factual thing, and it was doing it based on 10 years ago, when we had,
When we
what was
had
it,
problems.
Superstorm Irene, right? And we were underwater. So, you know, great job, you know, I think I sent you a text saying your tax dollars at work. You know, you see those signs all the time, right? The money that was spent, well spent, it absolutely did its job, so.
Just the work that was done, the flooding project, it saved IGA across the street, all the business on Main Street, the lower end of the flats that used to get pummeled. And I know it works because we used to get called out for pumping basements for like days when we had
Right.
storms like that. We didn't get one. So either we were,
Although-
No, fantastic, so.
Although Mike got phone calls about the ring
yeah,
thing, which, OEM. I was-
yep, so.
Mike's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'd solve it, I just don't have Ring doorbell, so at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Evie, we're on reports.
their May calendar up for all of their, events. And, they also have and it's Older Americans Month, the month of May. So Mike was nice enough to put that up on the sign for me and my, motorcycle awareness, also the month of May. And then my friend mentioned it was Pet Day, but I said she should present it and make it a actual resolution. But, then they have a trip, May 31st, Resorts Casino, Frankie Valley Show. They're always doing something. And something I noticed just on the site, that, Easy Pass for the seniors, there's a discount for Easy Pass for seniors, 65 and older. And there's a number to call. Also, I don't know, you guys already talked about the events, which is down the river cleanup day. Yeah. Then there's also the, I was looking at, I'm trying to contact Gail. They're in the works of doing a fundraiser. I don't have a flyer yet.
Is that first aid?
The first aid squad.
Yeah, they're doing a dueling pianos beefsteak at the Fireman's Hall, but I think it's in, I believe it's October.
I may have been the little birdie that suggested that, because I had so much fun at the library
Yeah.
one, and they may have been, but I think the crowd that they will get is different,
It's a
so
little different, yeah.
it's gonna be good for them. Then, and then the library, also with the library, they have obviously a great list of things to do with the readings that they do, but you have to register, and they're at the Fireman's Hall. That's Tuesdays. They have, it's from all ages. Then, on Wednesdays, they have a book club as well, where they do books, crafts, snacks, but you have to register, and it's only grades 2 to 4. And also, 10 a.m. story time at the firehouse, 10 a.m., 10:30 to 11:30, but you have to register. Next. I was in traffic, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Their next. Done. And, I'm sorry, just a lot of other stuff here. I usually. And, that's it.
That's good.
That's it.
All right. A couple other things coming up, is just got to keep in mind Memorial Day's not that far away, so if everybody plans on attending that. We are going from Butler to Bloomingdale, and we are the host this year, so just you can plan on that. All right, okay. Item number 8, resolution number 2023 5.1, consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
You got that, Hudson? Yazdi? Okay, any questions? If not, roll call.
Catalano,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Okay, item number 9, a second final reading of public hearing, ordinance number 15-2023, amending chapter 92 zoning in the BCD. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, and copies were made available to the public, so the motion may be made that it be read by title.
Can I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second. Yazdi, Catalano? No. All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic and State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 92 zoning Article 12, Schedule for Regulations of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
Okay. Can I have a motion to open up public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Hudson. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anyone wishing to speak? Seeing no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Hudson. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Hudson Yazdi. Any questions, comments? Roll call, please.
Okay, this is for 15, right? Delariva,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
You good? Okay. Item B, second and final reading and public hearing, ordinance number 16-2023, amending Chapter 92, zoning terms defined. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, and copies were made available to the public so that a motion may be made that it be read by title.
Can I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Hudson. All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic in the State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 92 zoning, Article 11, definitions of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
Can I have a motion to open up public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Yazdi. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anyone wishing to speak, please come up. Seeing no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
Catalano, Delariva. All in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Hudson Yazdi. Any comments, questions? Roll call, please.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes.
Okay. Second final reading and public hearing, ordinance number 17-2023, 2020 index rate cap bank. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, and copies were made available to the public, so the motion may be made that it be read by title.
Have a motion to read by title.
So moved.
Second.
Is that right? I have to do that.
Rich, was that you?
Mm-hmm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Borough of Bloomingdale, calendar year 2023, ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriations limits to establish a cap bank.
NJSA 40A semicolon 4-45.14.
Have a motion to open up public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anyone wishing to speak, please come up. Seeing no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
Yazdi Hudson. All in favor?
Aye.
Have a motion for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Any comments? Yes. Roll call, please.
Okay. Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
Abstain.
Should I abstain? Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Okay. Item D, second and final reading and public hearing, ordinance number 18-2023, various water and sewer improvements, asset management plan. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, and copies were made available to the public so that a motion may be made that it be read by title.
Have a motion to read by title.
So moved.
Was that a second? Did I count that as a second?
Second.
Yazdi, no, Garcia.
Emphatic second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ordinance appropriating $35,000 available from the Water and Sewer Capital Surplus Fund to provide for various improvements described herein and by the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey.
Okay, can I have a motion on a public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Council Yazdi. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak, please come up. Seeing no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Who was that?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I have a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
It's getting all too quick. Any comments? Roll call.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Della Ripa,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Okay. Item E, second and final reading and public hearing, bond ordinance number 19-2023, amending bond ordinance 8-2022. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, and copies were made available to the public, so the motion may be made that it be read by title.
Can I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bond ordinance amending and supplementing bond ordinance number 8-2022, heretofore finally adopted on May 3rd, 2022 by and in the Borough of Bloomingdale, in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, to increase the appropriation to $1,370,000 and to increase the authorization of bonds or notes to $1,370,000 therein.
Can I have a motion on a public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
And the quieter Graziano. All in favor? Anyone wishing to speak?
Lee 86 Van Dam, why is there the increase to the bond?
We didn't have enough money in the.
Well, that's obvious, but why?
Well, the original, when we did this, the engineer figured we would need X amount, and the bids just came in higher, all of them. We had 13 bids, I think,
Yep.
and this was obviously the lowest bid, but we still were short.
And who was the bid?
See,
Yeah, it's a new line.
it's a new.
CRJ.
CRJ, yeah, yeah. I don't remember who was second, Regal was, I think, third.
We go with that.
Yeah, but there was 13 bids put in, and they were the lowest bidder. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
Graziano, Yazdi. All in favor?
Aye.
Any comments? If not, motion for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Graziano, Yazdi. Roll call, please.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Della Ripa,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
Abstain.
Interesting. Okay. Item 10, new business, adoption of resolution number 2023 5.4, police recording system state contract. Obviously, this is our police dispatch, and when calls come in, obviously, they're all recorded. Our system is approximately 10 to 15 years old from what we were told, and at times it is not functioning properly. So it's out war, it's welcome, so we went to state contract and we're replacing that. Okay. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
That's in Yazdi. Any comments? If not, roll call, please.
Catalano,
Yes.
Della Ripa,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Item B has been removed, so we're going to item C. Introduction of bond ordinance number 20-2023, road construction, Orchard Street and Wallace Ave. Have a motion to read by title.
So moved.
Second.
Yazdi Hudson. All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry. Okay. Bond ordinance providing the reconstruction of various roads roads by and in the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, appropriating $900,000, therefore inclusive of the New Jersey Department of Transportation grant in the amount of $274,541, and authorizing the issuance of $625,459 bonds or notes of the Borough Finance part of the cost thereof.
Okay.
And the second final hearing and adoption will be scheduled for June 13th.
Item D, introduction of bond ordinance number 21-2023, special assessment, Orchard and Wallace sidewalks. Have a motion to read by title.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That was Yazdi Delariva. Okay.
Bond ordinance providing the sidewalk improvements along Orchard Street and Wallace Ave in and by the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, appropriating $250,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $237,500 bonds or notes of the borough to finance part of the cost thereof and special assessment of the cost thereof.
And final reading, public hearing, and adoption will also be scheduled for June 13th for this ordinance.
Item E, introduction of ordinance number 22-2023, recreation fees, cornhole, pickleball, fencing, and trips. Have a motion to read by title.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic and State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 2 of Administration, Section 2-64.11, fees for recreation programs of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
Okay.
Second and final reading, public hearing, and adoption will be scheduled for the May 16th meeting.
Geez, I wrote down June 13th. Okay, can I have a motion to go to late public comment?
So moved.
Second.
You pick it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Linda Huntley, 86 Van Dam. The CFO, is that going to be part-time or full-time, or,
We're looking at a full-time position right now.
really, so you're having a full-time replacing the part-timer?
Our CFO is full-time right now.
Donna wasn't full-time, she was a shared service, wasn't
She
she?
was shared service, and when Sherry left, actually, I say names, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. When
Retired.
Sherry left, we replaced her with our part-time help, like, we never backed up our part-time help. And Mansfield, we stopped our shared service at Ponce Lakes in Mansfield, so she's a full-time CFO since the beginning of this year. Full-time CFO, full-time treasurer, all that position right now, that's what we're running with.
But the plan is we had 3 in that department, but now since we're not doing a shared service, we're staying with 2 people.
Yep.
We're not gonna have a third.
So the finance is only going to be 2 people.
Correct.
Exactly right.
Anyone else? Seeing no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we do have 2 matters of, one a matter of personnel, one of contract negotiations and executive session. There will be no action taken after. Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.